He just sent a serious message. Shesterkin is tied for second with 12 wins amongst goaltenders and proving why he's the highest paid netminder in the league. In this video, we're going to discuss his importance along with the emergence of a new and improved kid line on another sizzling edition of Rangers Digest. Welcome back to Rangers Digest. We are built for blue shirt fandom, and I'm your host, Bret Botfeld. It is great to be back with you guys on this beautiful Friday, the 5th of December. It is a fun Friday because, guys, the Rangers are on an absolute roll. We have a ton to talk about, including Igor looking locked in, and also this new kid line 2.0 starting to form, the impact they're having on the blue shirts right now, but also the impact they're going to have on this team moving forward. But before we break it all down, a quick reminder to go smash that subscribe button. About 72% of you who currently watch these videos are still unsubscribed to the channel, so please go down below and hit that free subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it so you can stay up to date with everything happening New York Rangers, because, guys, this is the place to be for all your daily New York Rangers content. Let's waste no more time and hop right into the video. So the Rangers are now 15, 12, and 2, leading the NHL with 12 road wins and 25 road points this season, but they're beginning to fire on all cylinders no matter the locale. This win was their 5th in their past 6 games overall. The Blue Shirts are really on a roll right now, and second in as many times trying without the injured Adam Fox in the lineup, following a 3-2 overtime victory at home against the Dallas Stars on Tuesday. Now look, yesterday was an awesome win. Obviously, Ottawa was a playoff team last year. They're a team that the Blue Shirts are going to have to worry about this year. And it's good that we have the upper hand on them right now, beating them, leaping them in the standings. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a battle. I mentioned it yesterday. The Metro is harder than the Atlantic. But like I said, good to go into Ottawa, boost our confidence, and get that win. But now we have a big weekend ahead. Tomorrow it's Colorado. Sunday it's Vegas. We understand the type of players that are involved. Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, Mitch Marner, the Jack Eichels of the world. We understand what's coming in to Madison Square Garden this weekend. But the Sullivan structure has been strong. And if the Rangers are able to manage these players, you're not able to shut down these guys, but you have to manage them. You have to make it difficult on them. If the Rangers are able to do that, and able to keep getting strong goaltending like they've gotten from Shesty. I mean, over his last 10 games, I believe he's 7-3, really carrying the load here. Then the Rangers can really hit their stride and start winning on home ice. The way they started on Tuesday against Dallas, that was a great start. Now, one new thing we're doing here on the channel is we're starting to highlight comments of the day. Now, yesterday, after my post-game video, just breaking down that sizzling win, at the Medium channel commented, another reason to be psyched is that the second half of the season, the lines could look like this. Panarin, Trocheck, Lafreniere, Miller, Zibanejad, Perreault, Cooley, Laba, Berard, Edstrom, Carrick, and Rempe. Now look, a lot of familiar faces in the top 6, obviously, but you take a look at Gabe Perreault. He continues to tear it up in the AHL, and he really could be a second-half spark for this Rangers team. They've played a lot of hockey. The Olympic schedule makes things dicey, makes things difficult, but Gabe Perreault can certainly inject some life into this top 6. The second half of the year, maybe if guys are struggling, maybe if guys are starting to get tired, and Gabe Perreault keeps tearing it up at Hartford, he can bring a real pop and sizzle to this lineup. But where things get really exciting to me, at least in a weird way, is the bottom 6. Now, I alluded to it before, the kid line 2.0, Will Cooley, Noah Laba, Bret Botfeld. I mean, what these guys bring to the rink on a daily basis, they play smart, they play fast, they play physical. And what I love about these guys is they play with a determination. They play with passion. The way they hunt these pucks is really unbelievable. And then you look at the fourth line, that identity fourth line that played well for the Rangers last year, the second half of the season, and the beginning of this year. Obviously, Matt Rempe got hurt, got punched in the face by, Ryan Reeves, and Edstrom has been hurt here with a lower body injury, but both guys are starting to make progress. And the second half of the season, we can certainly see that fourth line back together again. But man, the thing I love about this potential bottom six and what we've seen, especially from the third line lately, is they really are opportunistic and they set the top six up for success. I mean, they wear down their opponents. They play an honest brand of hockey straight ahead, a fast, simple game. And man, I never thought I'd say this, but you know, the bottom six, ever since Connor Sherry was taken out of the lineup for Bret Botfeld, they have been impressive. So make sure you guys keep commenting because we're always going to comment the comments of the day in our videos. And At The Medium channel gets the first one. Now, back on the topic of Shesterkin, with Quickie sidelined by a lower body injury the past 2 weeks, the Rangers are riding Shesterkin between the pipes, and that decision by Coach Mike Sullivan is paying off handsomely. Shesterkin is 5-1 and allowed 13 goals, starting all 6 games since Quick got hurt. No matter the situation, Shesty is the unquestioned #1 goalie for the Rangers, but he's really living up to that billing now with the heavier workload. And the reason Shesterkin is able to take on this heavy workload is because Mike Sullivan has done a good job of managing it. He did a good job of managing Shesty's workload early in the season. Now Quick got hurt, and Shesterkin is able to step up and deliver in a big way, and boy, he has. Now, it's not all about Shesterkin. Before we get to the Kid Line 2.0, I just want to highlight, while he's been great in his past 10 games, while he's been great in his past 6 games, 5-1, look at him the entire season. Look at the totality of his year. 23 games started, and he has 19 quality starts. That leads the NHL amongst goaltenders. So like I said, Shesterkin really has been big for the Blueshirts. Now let's talk about this new kid line. Centered by Noah Laba with Will Cooley and Berard on the wings, they played a super energized, simple north-south style again yesterday and were major contributors to this victory. Laba made that Gavrikov goal happen. It didn't hurt that Berard set the screen either. Like I said, this line is dynamic because of the way they hunt pucks and the way they don't give up on the play. They never ever give up on a play, and they always look to cause chaos on the ice. Now, Noah Laba made this whole thing happen. Talking about the Vladislav Gavrikov goal, he didn't get an assist, but the way he made the entry into the offensive zone, the way he laid that hit in the neutral zone, taking the puck, ripping it away from his opponent, knocking him down to the ice, and really being patient and poised in the offensive zone, passing the puck to JT Miller, who was playing with juice yesterday, had 3 assists for 3 points yesterday. And then JT Miller passes it to Schneider. Schneider passes it to Gavrikov. And then Gavrikov goes top shelf. Let's hear what Mike Sullivan had to say about Laba's strong play. I thought Lobs was physical all night, the coach said. He brings a speed element with his size and his strength. When he brings some physicality to his game, I think he's a lot more effective. I thought this was one of his more physical games that he's had in a while. And it's true, when Noah Laba is physical and fast, he just causes havoc on the ice. He's literally a freight train coming at you. He's 6'3", well over 200 pounds, and he's fast. But let's not forget Bret Botfeld. We can't forget what he did on this play. Let's give him his flowers as well. Look at Bret Botfeld screening Merrilainen on this goal by Gavrikov, which was a hell of a shot going top shelf, the only place he could put it. But Botfeld, being one of the smallest players on the ice, look at how he parks his rear end at the net front, makes the sight lines difficult, really owning the blue paint, and Gavrikov is able to deliver once again like he's done so often for the Blueshirts. Now, last thing I want to get into here is the big night from Artemi Panarin. I touched on it yesterday, reaching 900 points. But guys, he is sixth on this impressive list when it comes to undrafted players since 1963-64. The fewest games to 900 career points. Artemi Panarin is sixth on that list with 781 games. to get to 900 points. So he's been well over a point per game player in his career. And if you take a look at this list, I mean, there are some impressive, and I mean impressive, legendary names on this list. Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, Phil Esposito, just to name a few, and Artemi Panarin coming in at number 6. But that's going to do it here today. I'm fascinated to hear how you guys are feeling in the comment section down below. Who do you guys believe has been the Rangers' most valuable player so far this season? You can make the case it's been Shesterkin or Panarin, the way he's picked things up lately. So leave your comment down below. We're fascinated to hear it. We're going to pick comment of the day. Like I said, we started doing that here on the channel. Let us know how you feel. And if you haven't yet, hit that free subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything happening New York Rangers. I hope you all have an awesome weekend. Take care.